Hello and welcome back to the most boring stream on the internet. We're gonna go ahead and farm some Midtown Manhattan on Omega difficulty because I am a glutton, if for nothing else, punishment. That being said, Angela makes this game easy, and Omega difficulty is just a pain in the arse. So, off we go. So I just zoned in. I've got 2.5 minutes before the next boss wave spawns. I doubt I'll really take him out, but I'm gonna make these guys fight anyway. So this is not gonna be very long. I have no intention of popping a boost as soon as that 2 minutes is up on my counter to the next wave of bosses, and then I'm going to hack the clock, so to speak, for my currency boost by zoning out and taking how much time is left when the next boost is active, or the next wave should spawn. Doc Strange here is Angela plays really well when you're fighting multiple bosses. When you're just fighting one, just like you're going to fight multiple bosses. If you don't do it right, you'll end up with one boss on the shield with this little drag. And then really trying to avoid here is I'd say dying, but I failed at that. But one thing I'm going to try to avoid doing here is rushing boss wave. I might do the first boss wave as fast as I can. Just to show the impact of Angela against a group of bosses, but for the most part I'm going to be standoffish until at least a couple of other heroes in this instance enter the area so they can get loot too. Which is more than I can say for these guys, because I was fighting crossbones, I died, I released because I didn't know anything else, which is often the case in Midtown. Fun fact, if you release, and I say fact, it's not a fact, but quick little tidbit, if you release in any content, whenever you're fighting a cosmic boss, cosmic difficulty or higher, you reduce your chances of getting the cosmic equipment from them. So like a cosmic artifact, for example, you have a less likely chance. Your slots 1 through 5, which are your first 5 slots of gear, that's not impacted by whether or not you release. But if you release, so far, from what I've seen, it might just be RNG being awful to me. But like I said, we are going to bum rush the crap out of this first wave. Just pop my currency boost. 3, 2, 1, and let's rock. And it's 3, which is unfortunate. So we're just gonna beeline for this. See if I can take out any of them before any other hero shows up. Just to kind of flex some Angela muscle here. Step 1, get him on the spawn. We got Gabo.
He's gonna hurt.
They say you never miss one more.
You guys, okay. What's it last?
Touch that.
Rest in about a second.
Now you may look really mad.
Yeah, unfortunately, because they did show up, I can't prove if that was just Angela's doing. I might have to on the big wave so you can actually see the impact she has. That's what makes her work, is her confusion ability, which makes enemies target each other instead of allies. And you can stop using it against oh, God. Come on, guys, kiss.
Check out my toy.
Like I said, if you take out just one boss, if you take out all of one boss, you gotta launch hold down, escape from left, make his X trails his in trails again. Could be really good. on the bright side, if you fight just one boss, you do have the luxury of constantly using it, so he will not attack you if there's a second threat. I tried to put some skills with the other side but I've got something that's like enough to know that I'm not using the skills. The goal is to generate all the hidden drag and then pop this absolute chance because the actual is always going to be hits twice. Hopefully do it now is right now we're at about 70 Omega points. I can't wait to get 100. 100 is like the next number. Now, we're gonna face this, we're gonna ace this kind of time now. You see the downstream, you see the ice ray, you see the Hulk. In my opinion, I really figured that last one. I've seen all the times. Such a good character. So easy to play, so easy to use. But like I said, if you have a consequence ticket, I don't want to waste any time, so I've got 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. So at about the 9 minute and 40 second mark, I'll body slide back in and look for the next boss wave. Which means for the next 2.5 minutes, I'm going to sit here and sip beer and smoke my vape because I'm a new basic bro. So, with Angela, like I said, I'm sitting at, 74, so I'm 1 away from getting 75, which is the threshold to get 3 of any one trait that you want. If you're playing the game and you go to your powers menu, you press the triangle button, you can actually see what stats you want the most, which in Angela's case is durability and speed. And then like all the little like bonuses, they're hero specific bonuses. But the talents I'm using right now, always sword powers generate 50% more wrath versus 25% more slow enemies. That's not bad. That's your movement power. This is sword and axe powers, 25% chance to automatically activate writhing ribbons. Writhing ribbons is just 1. And it makes enemies bleed, it applies vulnerability, it has a decent amount of damage, it's a good skill. But enough of my skills already trigger Writhing Ribbons, so I don't need, or I don't know, I might. I haven't done any playtesting. I basically hit 60 with her and then just annihilated the shit out of the game because she's so easy to play. So Lord help us whenever somebody finds like the min-max best build ever for her. But then I've got Rage of Asgard, I get just a bunch of bonuses for using Rage of Asgard, which... Where the hell is Rage of Asgard?
Deadpool keeps asking if it hurt when I fell from heaven. Truthfully, it did.
Heaven's Wrath mechanic. Yeah, buff effect. Whenever you, hit your max, you get Rage of Asgard. So basically every time I have a max spirit, I just get a huge buff. Alright, it's about that time. Let's go say hi again. With violence and ribbons. 20 seconds till they pop. There's a Nova. Nova's another really good character.
The World Mind says hello, too.
He's very mobile. I put him in maybe like the top...
The World Mind says hello,
6,
too.
maybe top 5. And away we go. Oop. No, I'm not gonna make it there before anybody else this time. Keep lagging. It's not the game that's lagging, it's my really awful Japanese internet.
The living laser versus the human
I live
rocket.
on military housing out here. Not a long shot.
has a million bones taste. Let me show you real power. The power of
Pop rhythm, got one down. Get one down in like 2 seconds after the last guy. 2 down. Just these 2 Juggernaut. And then maybe that one. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of legendary moves from that. The main thing I do here is just take out the damage that
I'm unstoppable.
oh, he's living laser took out Juggernaut with and living has like a hair of health left. And yeah, easy mode.
Now you shall feel the consequences of your
I might
treachery.
do a wave, since I can't seem to get there by myself, without getting involved at all, just like floating around and not using my confusion skill. And then do another wave displaying how outrageous it is as soon as I press that square button. Oh crap, I didn't check what time I had. Alright, so I got a body slide right back.
I will not allow it.
Oh boy.
Aw,
See, if you're lucky, you get a couple of bosses that are like right next to each other on the street. You can actually just bait them into each other to fight. Alright, so we've got 2 minutes and 8 seconds, so at 14 minutes and 5 seconds I'll go back in.
I hear a voice echoing in my mind. Is this your treachery, Jean Grey?
Well, looks like your paperwork is in order.
Oh yeah, my paperwork is in order, alright, shut up. I hate this guy. He's so pompous. But I guess it's good, keep the superheroes in check. Since I have another minute, I'm gonna go ahead and get a trophy real quick. Thor, who I like a lot, I don't play a lot. As good as he is, he's just not quite my style. But I've got this on him. Probably my best item as far as drops are concerned right now. Really high rolls on almost all the stats. And he is a strength energy character, so it suits him well. And Brute and Crit Strike are always awesome.
Did you fill out a requisition form?
So, anyway, unequip it.
Let me tell you the
Science Division
situation.
Specialist. And now I need to find an artifact mod that I like. So for Thor, that's Spirit, damage rating, health, dodge rating, less damage from attacks, summon ally deflect less damage, melee damage rating, brutal strike rating. That's not bad. Range damage and brutal strike, spirit cost reduction, spirit cost reduction is amazing. Defense rating and less damage taken from all attacks. So I'm looking at this, where'd it go? Vanguard. I think I'm gonna go with Vanguard mod. Alright. So basically, I got the modification kit, which required 100 freaking legendary marks. I'll throw the cosmically enhanced Hand of Doom in there, and make it! Cosmically enhanced, and there it is, Trophy Mark 2. Yay! So now on top of all these stats, I get an additional 200 brutal strike rating, and
The
300
mighty
damage rating
Thor
to
has arrived.
stuff. Thanks.
Rumors swirl. A great culling is
No,
upon
oh man,
us.
alright. Well,
I
I'm
will
gonna show
not
late.
let
That's
it
okay.
happen.
This is just further emphasize how powerful Angela is against boss waves. So we'll be a little bit late to the party, but I'm almost willing. I guarantee that none of the bosses are gonna be dead by the time we get there. Ooh, and it's Mr. Sinister. Alright, it's not using any ribbons. Never mind, there's another Angela here, so we're gonna die fast. Oh, I am dying.
Behold my creation.
Maybe we're gonna save him. No, because I thought it was like...
Behold my
I hit the button all times. It was probably the Angela, to be honest, if you're playing Angela in any mode, you're using her confusing be it for your own sort of ability because of my attack speed, or for the fact that she was the crap out of everybody and anybody. Pick up while they don't pick her back. God, thanks for that lady.
Give me one good reason I shouldn't utterly destroy you.
Yeah, they all fell down. So you're saved. Alright, so I've got 2.5 minutes to go. So at about 18 minutes and 30 seconds, I will jump back in. Let's go to plot back over to Thor to re-equip his cosmically modified and enhanced Hand of Doom.
It shall be done.
That is now most definitely my best item. Here, the regular Hand of Doom and the cosmically enhanced Hand of Doom. So the cosmic affix is random, so his cosmic affix is while in combat, dodge rate increased by 1500. That's not the greatest ever, but for I'm playing him a very melee heavy build. Dodge rating is nice. That on top of the Omega, buff from Spider-Man. Synergy, that's it. The Omega Synergy from Spider-Man. That's a huge buff to that, so... Well, it's not the best getting dodge rating whenever you're in combat. It's pretty damn good. Especially for a character who doesn't inherently have a ton of dodge. But, back to Angela, and here in another minute, we're gonna re-enter Midtown. For the person who just joined me, I have a potion ticking, so I'm timing my, boss waves in Midtown with my potion. Basically, if there's not a boss wave up, I'm not going to be in Midtown, so I've got another, at least a minute, or 50-ish seconds until I hop back in there. Welcome to the stream. Please feel free to post a comment, because we're all by ourselves. We can start a dialogue. Hell, send me a message on PlayStation Network, I'll invite you to the stream. We'll have a good old time. I'm very lonely. I sound like a thirsty dude on the internet. Give it another 10 seconds and we'll hop in. And away we go. 2, 1. Oh, sweet. Hop right out, hot off, real time. Shh. We're just gonna make this go by as quickly as possible. First we find the bad guy. Then we make his buddies. Oh, Blob. If you play Brotherhood, please just focus on Blob. You don't hurt everybody. If you're Andrew.
Must be my lucky day.
Everybody become friends. Blob just won't shot somebody.
You have won this battle, but the war goes
Just two-shot
on.
somebody.
Just gonna sit here.
Oh no, Pyro killed Blob. The main reason why you keep Blob alive as long as you can is because if you're running a currency motion, he keeps spawning Toad. And Toad still has crossing takers. So Toad will continue Toad will continually drop you legendaries if you can keep Blob alive. It gets crazy. But it's also kind of the easiest thing I ever do. Because obviously if you're playing, like Midtown is always public, you can't control who's there and who isn't. Anyway, people, and I got first. I'm not gonna release though, and hopes of doing like a cosmic. He was almost dead. Usually I release, right now I'm not doing it. I lost my one viewer because he died because of the last bitch.
Let me give you the third degree!
Hopefully we're done with more videos. any kind of building going on my YouTube.
Death cannot
Oh
contain
my
me.
god, I need to get like they need to institute a thank you emote. Cause I would spam the crap out of that if I got a res. Whereas right now all it really is just like find somebody who's doing stuff and just try to help the shit out of them. Alright, so we've got 2.5 minutes. It is 21. So at about 22:20 we'll jump back in. I have unspent. Oh, yeah, I hit 75. All right. Well, what did I dump my points into? Soul and space. What was I going for in space? Space, yeah. Fair point of durability. What did I do in soul? Healing received. What the what was I thinking?
I should destroy you on principle, Ryder. I am an angel
Reset
after
that.
all.
Wow, that's awful. That's a terrible way to do that. Alright, so the best one is probably reality. Auto medkit is amazing. It's energy, so for 80% of the characters, 100% of the really good characters in the game. No, I can't say that because Blade and Angela are two of in the top 3 for best characters in the fucking game. But anyway, the other stuff that it has, oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Soul is what I was thinking. Automatically trigger your medkit. That's probably the best one in the game. It's got a bunch of really awesome ones like healing received, health on hit, health regeneration. Whenever you're like just not doing stuff, you just regenerate health. You actually can regenerate the same amount of health per second as you do for health on hit. This just costs 1 more point per rank, and then it has fighting, which is a lot of characters have fighting as their core trait skill. So at least 50 points in this for the sake of getting the automatically medkit trigger. And then obviously the tier 1, 2, and 3 aspects of any one of the gems. Once I get a ton of points, I'll go for that. But for right now, since all I really want is the triggering of my medkit, that actually might have been why I put. That's actually exactly why I put those points in there. Was for the medkit auto proc. So let's goof around with some maths here.
Looks can be deceiving. You hold a great
No, that wasn't too many. Alright. Reset. I have skipped right past the 22-minute and 30-second mark. 52? Whatever, I'll figure it out later. Let's go see if the boss wave is still up. Probably not, but we're gonna go investigate. Lag. Alright. Finish your 6. Drop down, drop the ribbons. Make them fight each other. Oh, there's Angela's already here. That's weird. There goes 1. There goes 2. 3 and 4. Down to the last 2 here. Venom's toast. So it's just Doc Ock. A Doc Ock spawned with the Sinister 6. Whoever the main character is out of your enemy team, they will have the most health. So, you want to try, if you're playing Angela anyway, to get everybody to just frog, to profile on that character, so they can just nuke him out of existence, and you don't have to be able to do that. You're going to have this nice, arduous, everybody beat up on one guy. My inventory's going. Holy cow. Madness. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Relax. Once again, have a little bit of real quick, we're going to check our time. Above, so we've got 18 minutes clocked so far, and I didn't check how much longer I had. We're going to go ahead and guess 2 minutes, so at 27 minutes and 20 seconds I'll jump back in. But we're going to go over our inventory, see if we got any new, better gear, which I probably did. Like, my itemization is garbage right now. The biggest thing I pushed for right now was getting the set bonuses I want, which was Oath of the Destroyer. And what was the other one? Gamora? I'm probably just gonna dump Gamora's garments, to be honest. If I can get 5 out of 5 Oath of the Destroyer, I'll take it. I'll look over here first. Nope. 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 And nope. And nope. Alright, so I'm gonna look at the gear that I already had with Oath of the Destroyer. I'm gonna see if any of it's better. That's Oath of the Destroyer. Hey, look at that. Brutal Strike rating. I don't need that because I already have a guaranteed chance to Brutal Strike with Oath of the Destroyer. Same amount of health on enemy defeat. Damage to melee powers versus damage to movement powers. Brutal Strike rating versus deflect rating. I will keep what I have. Durability. She's a speed durability character, so that's already off to a good start. Brutal damage rating, outstanding. Damage to melee powers, oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's an upgrade. None of the other ones have any of my trait stats. Real quick, we're gonna take a look at this. There's a possible 3 out of 5, so that's actually the lowest amount of durability that you can get. This has speed on it, damage to melee powers, health on hit, and health, so that's already a tall order. Even if I get an Oath of the Destroyer, topping those stats is going to be really tough. I do not have Oath of the Destroyer there, and piles of nothing. Alright. I'm actually doing a little bit. Actually, no.
What can I
crap,
requisition
I'm
for you?
I think. Not paying enough attention right now. Dump our inventory. I am selling all of my items because I have maxed all my vendors. If you have not maxed your vendors, donate. Don't just sell. You want your vendors to be the max rank just so you have all the options.
How curious. This should come in handy.
We're just gonna pick up everything, and in the time it takes to pick up everything, the next wave should spawn. Hey, look, people say achievement. There's an achievement for rescuing 100 people. Okay.
I will not allow it.
That's it. I'm done henching.
Are you though? Are you really? I go way towards Doom. Oh, good. So rather than just a proc, it just flashes out and goes down channels. There's enough time to tag your bad guys, and then they themselves use to fight each other with those bad guys. Angela is so good for this game. Like, I'm sorry, she's not good for this game, in my opinion. She breaks the game because she is definitely headed towards an inevitable and painful nerf. But right now, she definitely makes playing Omega super easy. So I haven't asked all the students die except for one. I'm always in the challenge. This is like one of the shittiest things. It's just stop like the bad guy, but honestly, all the other boxing heads are still thirsty, and still gear and stuff. This
Now
is
you shall feel
kind
the
of
consequences of your
it's
treachery.
unfortunate. You kind of look like a douchebag. You can skip it. Like, you can just focus on nuking down the bad guy. But we had a lot of time left. Speaking of a lot of time, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So at the 33-minute mark, I will zone back in, which means I've got a few minutes, just a couple really, minutes to go over my new loot. Nope. Nope. Ooh, an Omega Belt for Wolverine. I will actually take that because Wolverine doesn't have Omega difficulty yet. Nope. Nope. Black Bolt, I don't have Black Bolt, and I'll probably just get Black Bolt 60 and never do anything with it. Oh, man. What was I just saying about that being a tall order? But it's not what I need. It's not the set that I need, so I'm not gonna pick it up. That was good. That was a good freaking item right there. I have a ton of artifacts. I need to put those in my storage, like ASAP. I need to go over all of these. Aren't even any good. Big things to look for are Invis, Spirit on Medkit, and Spirit on whenever you use a power. If you get all three of those, that's referred to as a trifecta. So I've got two here, Spirit on Hit and Spirit on Medkit. That invisibility, as awful as it's going to sound for the end game, and I'm doing bunny ears with my fingers right now, end game content, you need that visibility to sustain yourself. So I'm going to keep that one because defense ratings and universal stat is good on anybody. Health and spirit on medkit and invisibility, so that's one so far.
I never did trust
Invisible, nothing else any
shapeshifters
good.
much. Loki.
Like your character trait stats are nice, but they're not, or they shouldn't. When it comes to catalysts, they shouldn't be what helps you determine what's good and what isn't. You've got like 6 other skill slots or gear slots to determine that crap. So that's the invis and regen, so I'll keep that one. So everything else is just trash.
Looks like your paperwork is in order.
Boop, 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 boop. Deposit my artifacts, I'm not looking at a ton of stuff. 20 catalysts. Golly, what was I doing? One of these days I'll have enough time to go back to my skills and reallocate my infinity points, but in the meantime, we'll wait.
Runt, I don't have time to tussle with you now.
Let's get back in and say hello with violence. Oh, and I'm late. I'm about 15 seconds late. But that's okay, because they're all still alive. Ow. Might die. Oh, did die. Yes.
Let me show you real power.
Real power on the magazine. I just did it. Big time. Oh, that's awful. My ribbons expired as Juggernaut spawned. I was standing in a cosmic circle that those blue stars floating around. And I couldn't prevent Juggernaut from just punching me right in my angelic face. But I have a raise, so I'm getting up.
Never stopped me before.
Nova? There's good Nova. Hell yeah. Nova's so good. He's got some really fun mechanics. I don't like him. It breaks my heart because I really like Wolverine's playstyle, but I think just Moon Knight has playstyle, he's got a couple of builds, but I like him he's just depicted in this one that's at the bottom. Just this very gnarly, really topical. I like to play out there. I like to be melee, I punch people in the face. Stab the crap out of bad guys. Lit and charge and ribbons and sunstrike. So like the really good characters basically escape outside of necessity, like is the case with Angela and Switch. I don't necessarily avoid them, I'm not gonna play as them.
Universe strong enough to take
Like,
me on?
I really like Blade. Blade is an awesome comic book character. Granted, it took Wesley Snipes playing him in a movie for me to like even know anything about him, which is embarrassing to say as a comic book fan. Like I knew that he was a half vampire, but it all sounded way too much like Buffy whenever I like found out about the character in the first place. But as far as like the story, not that Buffy's a half vampire, I'm not interested. But there's bigger than speak names. Say some names. But oh shit, I have a pot taken. What am I thinking? Alright, 2 minutes, so when I got hit. We're still looking at the 37 minutes. Or like, hell, I don't know, 36 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, we'll go with that. 37 minutes and 30 seconds. Anyway, my point, as much as I like Blade,
He's a violator of the highest order.
he doesn't play like I would like him to play, if that makes sense. Like, you just to clarify, you can play any one of these characters in this game however you like, but due to like mechanics and game design and the way that they made certain things function, the way that a character feels like they should be played isn't always necessarily the best build for that character. And because of the difficulty scale, when you get to like Cosmic and Omega difficulty, which are the two highest difficulties of the game, if you're not playing them the best way they can be played, you're gonna have a pretty miserable time. So, Blade is good at one-shotting bosses, like really good, unprecedented good. I can't think of anybody that comes close to what he does against bosses, but
read your mind. Not after last time.
That's against a single boss. Scarlet Witch is okay against bosses. She can kill a boss. It's gonna take her a minute. She's definitely, out of the three, out of Angela, Blade, and Scarlet Witch, she's the worst at taking out bosses. But Scarlet Witch can kill a group of bad guys in no time. She's the best at that. She is so good at that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a video probably here in the next like week or so of how good Scarlet Witch is at killing anything except for a boss.
World Mind says hello too.
But Scarlet Witch can nuke the crap out of everything that isn't a boss. Angela can take out a group of bosses in no time, and Blade can take a single boss out instantly. That's just where the tier list, so to speak, for characters right now comes from. That's where that tier list for most comes from. So right now, I've got Rhino, Bullseye, and Brains Out. I just ate a charge because he wasn't. The red arrow, I don't know, I'll watch the replay, I guess. The red arrow from Rhino wasn't at me, but once he started to charge it, it moved a couple of centimeters over to where I was. But right now, I want those two guys to be on top of the Goblin. And it looks like I missed Rhino being killed because the other Angela Spheres, there is literally crap out of Rhino. Green Goblin's already half dead. I missed out on 2 or 3 Spheres. I'm sorry, those 4 marks. Because I release. That's why I don't release. On top of the fact that I really need to reevaluate my build again because I almost never use her. If I was using her in a panel or something, I think I would definitely use her Sig. Or using her in Midtown, I would do I don't. Move it really quick. That wasn't shit.
It's never over! Maybe you could take Ben Grimm, but Hulk's strongest one there is!
Here's a qualm I have about this game. If you are in a hub, all of your potions pause, which is awesome. Thank you for that. But if I go over here to look at how much time I've got left on my boost, it's just there's a pause sign. I want to know how much time I have left on my boost. I don't want to see a pause sign. Is it so difficult to like just make the pause sign appear over the actual icon of the boost instead of over where the time left is supposed to display? I don't. I am not a video game designer, so what do I know? Nothing I want. Nothing I want. Nothing I want. Oh no! I totally got rid of that belt for Wolverine. I wasn't ready. There's a little Vita Ray projector, so I'll get rid of that too. And invis, and that's it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna dump my inventory real quick.
How can I help you today?
You can help me by taking my shit.
It's obvious the raccoon is the brains of this operation.
No idea how much longer I've got, but I'm gonna wing it. Grab a beer, walk out. It is after 4 a.m. here in Japan. At the time of this recording, I've been awake for approximately 20 hours? No, if it's after 4, over 21 hours. Due to obligations and my work schedule. After this run, I'll plug in my Infinity points accordingly, but 20 seconds from now I'll go back and... For anybody who may be watching this video after the fact, if you made it to 42 minutes, I think I know I've mentioned a couple of times already in the stream, that if you have a potion ticking, especially a currency potion, your best bet for farming Eternity Splinters and Legendary Marks is to do this. So it may be super boring, but it's how you farm. Just like I'll post a video later about like the fastest way to level up. It's super boring, but it is the fastest way to level up. There are tricks to this. Both leveling in, just everything is there. There's a gimmick, there's a trick, there's a way to make it as coincidentally, almost all of those ways are super good. Right now, I'm trying really hard to just tag as one of these guys. I say tag as many guys. I should say tag as many guys as I can while I'm not dying. So this is just me solo. Just like after the second boss died, which you can see just how powerful the game is. Not really good CS, but just how powerful it is. Not that skill is. So we take these bosses, make crap out of each other, and I got a new red t-shirt. Check in. I got a red t-shirt in the bad bowl. Up here. I wonder if there's a resist chance for this guy. Because I use it a lot. This guy. Let's kill this guy.
He's immortal.
2 minutes and 20 seconds. So 46, 40. We'll go back in. Let's take a look at the loot that we got there. Nothing I want. Nothing I want. Nothing I want. Nothing I want. Cosmic Max for Wolverine. I do have Wolverine and Cosmic, so I'm not worried about getting Cosmic gear. Ooh. That's really critical damage here. 4 strength though is really good. I might, you know what? I'm gonna hang on to that. I'm probably gonna throw that on Hulk. We'll keep the ring. What else did we get? One item. Magneto's red t-shirt. The rolls are awful. Here's something about the rolls though. Like, out of the 616 deflect rating, it says 46%. And mathematically, yeah, that percent's pretty good. But when your range is 100 or 250, it's only like, you know, it's 116 more than your bare minimum. It's more than that, like 140 something, or 100 what is that? I can't math right now, I've been drinking. But obviously, like, that percent's accurate. And obviously the intelligence percent at 0% is accurate because I got 1. But if you look at the total that I could have gotten 2, 0% looks awful, but realistically it's not that bad. 219 critical hit rating. 38%. That's an awful percent. But when your max is 250, it's not so significant that it's awful.
About war,
And then you look at the stuff with the bigger ranges, and you get that's where you need to make your comparisons. And then like whatever is actually core to your character, what you need. That's actually a pretty good medkit. Fighting, damage to Sig, health, and become invisible. Damage to I'm gonna keep that genetic mutation for any one of my mutants that need fighting.
You are
like
difficult to dislike.
That's amazing for
Spider-Man.
anybody who needs fighting. It's not a trifecta or a bifecta at all, but I mean it's good. I don't remember how long I said until I be back, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop back in and see what it looks like. I'm in luck. It's a group of bad guys I don't give a crap about. I'm surprised I haven't seen the Electro cast match today.
These guns are just for show.
Ultimate power!
Yeah!
That's the prettiest of them. Fucking axes, double.
Give me one good reason I shouldn't utterly destroy you.
And because this game does not let you see a time, unless you're in it, out of the hub rather. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 52 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll probably head back in. Real quick though, I'm going to take a brief bio break.
Oh, come on, this is just pandering to the furry audience.
And we're back. Big is live. Glass is ugly. Good old water.
Put the soul sword away, child. You're not scaring anyone.
The chestnut is called a conker in the UK, and used as slingshot ammunition. Go figure.
So, they've got this bottled water. It's no different than like infused water over in the States, where it's got like some kind of fruit flavoring to it. But it's subtle enough that it's like, it's really, like I really like it. I never liked like the like fruit infusion waters and stuff like that that we had over in the States. But I don't know if it's just like lack of options or just my taste buds have changed since I've been over here. I'm just used to different stuff like raw fish. But it's yummy. I didn't even know how like big it was until my wife just stocked the fridge with it. I just kept drinking it like it was water or something. Alright, so we are early. I'm gonna go look for people to try to save in Midtown. Anyway, we'll relax. Ooh, are they close enough to make a fight? Might be. You're here. Yeah, not close enough. I mean, I could make that happen, but not with 5 seconds left on the clock. Sentinels. Oh boy. My least favorite supervillain group is the Day of the Sentinels.
Adapting to neutralize target.
Andrew.
I will not allow it.
Everybody, yeah. Just target each other. I hate this because it's possibly going to keep Angela to get to make fight each other. You're still fighting for the part that, man, it's just, God, why am I so bad? Sweet. Kidding me.
Treasures and trinkets mean little to me, but a weapon of war is that.
These guys can be responsible by themselves. This just makes it so easy. So we're down to the last sentinel. I need to dip out. Get back in. I don't know. Or no, 59 minutes even.
How the Guardian survived this long without me is one of the greatest mysteries of this
You said
universe.
that? Alright. There we go. 50 points. 50 points even, which means I can actually plug this last one into. Do I want speed or durability? Durability is really important. In my opinion, it increases like your all-around defenses, your damage mitigation, etc. But speed impacts your attack speed, your dodge rating, stuff like that. So both of them are good. What is the perk? When you make it, your dash powers gain a charge. That's really good. Your make it causes you to take 10% less damage for 5 seconds. I'm gonna take the charge.
You'd find it easier to break the earth than destroy all evil men, Castle.
Give it a rest, Deadpool, or your mouth gets to meet my fist.
I don't remember how long I said I would wait. I want you to get a full minute off. Ah, good. Alright, Black Cat. You come here. Heal up a little bit. Get these guys nice and close. Hey, come back here. There we go. Now kiss. Beat the shit out of each other. Oh, they're gonna kill me. I mean, either way. We're watching them.
Fine, you got me.
Hey, look at that. They killed each other simultaneously.
How curious. This should come in handy.
Salutes and chests and... Get out of here. Pick up loots.
The man
Nice.
is will stop you.
Sinister 6. Am I the only person who doesn't see this very bottom left from spawn? Maybe I should go with it. I sure hope I don't die. Again. Face, yes I do. And my potion expired because I wasn't paying attention. That's gonna do it for the stream tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you just enjoyed it. That's all I got. And I got one more viewer right as I'm walking off. Thank you for checking me out. Your best bet is just watch the video from the beginning. I would mention the highlights, but there are none because this is the most fun stream on the internet. Oh, I got revived. We're going to kill these bad guys. No, these bad guys in the already killed Venom while I wasn't conscious. Ah, save the Hulk. Hulk save. Right there. Revive. Cool. Organic stuff. Revive. Oh, good stuff. Check in. Oh, Hulk. Gilligan's down. Gilligan's down. comments or you just want to chime in, please feel free to do so. God, I am the thirstiest of thirsty people, yes. Oh, right. End the stream.